Okay, today I'm hearing that the script has flipped. Okay, so something massive has changed with an ex of yours, and you, I feel, are going to have the upper hand. Okay, I feel they're going to come crawling back to you. They're going to need something from you. That's what I'm getting today. They are going to need something. So I'm going to have a look at that. I'm going to check what's going on in their environment, and then their thoughts and feelings towards you at the moment, and then kind of pull it all together and then have a look at the outcome. Also, really, I want to look at what you should be doing with this energy, because somebody played you. Okay, I just feel somebody really did play you. So I'm going to look at their environment first. Okay, just while I'm shuffling now, I hope you're all well. Thanks so much for watching. And, you know, if you're new here, or if you haven't already, if you wouldn't mind subscribing. Also, leave any comments. I do read all my comments. And hit the like button as well. And if you'd like my help, just click on the title of this video. You'll get to the description box, okay, and all the links are in there to the website, and everything's on the website. And check out the free relationship report as well. Okay, I feel, though, that you don't want your peace disrupted. Okay, I think you're curious, but I don't think you particularly want your peace disrupted. Anyway, let's see what's going on with this person. Let's have a little look, okay. Oh, right. First card, Nine of Pentacles in reverse. They've got a lack of independence. Okay. I feel that they could have gone back to something in their past, whether it's relationships, family, friendships. Maybe they went back to an old place they lived, okay. Or they've reconnected with a group of friends from the past. And do you know something? I think and hear that they thought you were replaceable, okay, that they could just replace you, because what they were looking to do, okay, now if you didn't know this message is for you. What they were looking to do was basically replace you with a new situation where they could do what they wanted. Okay, where they could absolutely do what they wanted. And I feel, to start with, it looked as if they either got their own place, their own independence, you know, very, very selfish energy. Very selfish energy. However, that Nine of Pentacles, first card out, in their environment, that is where their energy of where they are now is in the reverse. So they've got a lack of independence, they've got a lack of stability. At a push, they could be feeling very restricted with this card in this position, and also slightly suffocated. If they thought that you were replaceable and somebody was better than you, and you know, people do it, don't they? They saw another situation, thought, that'll be easier for me, or I won't have to work, or I won't have to do whatever I thought I was going to do. No, it's not working out like that. If anything, they are trapped. Okay, it's not turned out, but the key here is they thought you were replaceable. They thought that was it. You know, they could just do exactly what they wanted to do. They played you because I feel that you put a lot of work into this. You got your head down. You might have had, I don't know, in the past, if you've been together for a while, you might have had a couple of jobs, or you juggled the home and work, but you really focused on building a future with this person. Okay. Now, because we've got the Six of Cups in here, I feel it has got something to do with their past. Have they gone back to an old friend group or an old town? Or have they gone back to their old ways? You know, this can be an energy of somebody who love bombed. And that's really difficult for you, because especially if someone you don't know, you know, you're trusting, you take them at face value, and they love bomb you. And honestly, you do honestly feel like it's the best person you've ever met. But then bit by bit, the cracks start to appear. Have they gone back to some old habits? Okay. But the general energy in their environment is restriction, trapped, lack of independence. They feel annoyed with themselves that they let you go. Do I feel that they're completely genuine? I'm not sure yet. I'm not going to speak on that just yet. I'm not highly convinced that they do, okay? Because the bottom of the deck is the Eight of Pentacles, but that's also in the reverse. Now that's interesting. We've got the 9 and the 8 in the reverse. So as a person, I feel that they started projects they never finished. You tried to talk to them about it. They were very stubborn, very opinionated. They could possibly have left situations that just got boring for them. And at a push, they can just be downright lazy. And with this 9, you see, but it's in the reverse, I feel they wanted an easier life. They were going to replace you. They weren't going to have to, they didn't show any accountability to you or your feelings, okay? I do feel you could be dealing with an earth sign, okay, not Aquarius, Capricorn, Taurus or Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising. Also check their Venus sign, okay, or a water sign. I feel it's Scorpio, okay, I feel it's Scorpio. They get bored, okay, now, they're bored now, okay, but they just played you. Okay, they played you. What else have we got, please, in this? I think their environment really is the key energy here as to why I felt very strongly today that the tables had turned. You were going to be in the driving seat and they are going to need you. Why? Yeah, 8 of Wands in reverse. They're totally restricted. They've had their wings clipped, as we say here in the UK. So on general levels, it can mean that, A, they just can't move. They haven't got the resources to move. If they were hoping to travel, or I just feel, whatever it is they were hoping to do when they left you, because they didn't want the responsibility of the relationship with you, because that meant putting some work in. All relationships take work. It doesn't matter how well you get on. Sometimes you just don't really like each other, but they do take some work. Whatever it was they thought they could almost fly off into the sunset with the 8 of Wands, it's not happening. They're restricted, okay? They're restricted. They're very, very stuck. And I feel what's going on here is they're hoping that you're going to dig them out of this hole, okay? I feel this person's got a history of this. If not actually leaving you, I feel they have a history of stubbornness and some form of laziness. One more. Yeah. They want to break out of where they are now, because the Hierophant is here, but it's in the reverse. So they don't want to conform to whatever rules, whatever's going on in their situation now. They're done with it, okay? There's people around them who are almost coming down on them quite hard. Okay, now this might be what this might be just what you want to hear, because wherever they've hoofed off to, as we say in the UK, it means wherever you've gone, that they are really restricted. Okay, they've really had, it's like someone who travelled all the time suddenly, I don't know, just an example, not having a passport, they can't go anywhere. Okay, they're literally grounded. They are literally grounded. Their energy, particularly, they're in the 10 of Wands, so they are struggling, okay? They are finding the whole situation too much. It's a burden. Now, the 10 of Wands can mean keep going, and it can mean that you take on other people's problems, okay? But with this person, I feel that they're just finding having to take on the situation they're in now a drudgery, It's boring, it's repetitive, it's not exciting anymore. But with all these reversals and the nature of the cards I've pulled, they are very physically restricted and energetically restricted. Okay, yeah, bottom of the deck, 8 of Swords. So yeah, they are physically, mentally and energetically restricted. So they're feeling very trapped, very caged in. I don't feel they're getting on with the people around them, especially if they're people from their past. And I'm hearing to say to you, if it is people from their past, sometimes, and I think we can all do it, we think, oh well, you know, let's go back to the past, because we all do it, you know, we think, well, that was good. It's like meeting that old friend that you haven't seen for 40 years, and then you realise you've got absolutely nothing in common, okay? Your person, this is why the tables have turned, your person feels helpless, powerless. They need you, okay? Now, I want to see what else is going on, and then I'm going to have a look at what they would say to you, okay? Now, this doesn't mean that it's completely honest, I'm hearing. Right, okay. They've been messing where they shouldn't have been. All right, they have messed where they shouldn't have been. I feel that they're going to try and fish for some knowledge about you. They're going to start fishing either directly with you, if you haven't blocked them on every planet known to man, or they're going to do it via other people. Okay, yeah, the bottom of the deck, creeping. They're going to be trying to find out what you're doing, but they're going to do this silently. Okay, they're going to do it silently. You know, when I said they've been messing where they shouldn't have, I can't really say it on YouTube, but I'll leave that to your imagination. They have got themselves caught out here, okay? They have got themselves caught out. So let's see what they'd say to you. And then I'm going to get my tarot deck out as well. Let's see. I wish you were here with me. Well, I don't think you'd want to be there particularly. It doesn't look very a very calming environment. I want to kiss you. I'm caught up in a karmic relationship. Okay. So they are going to come to you and say, to me sometimes this is a red flag. You know, and I'm going to say this as a friend, someone who's very old now. When people say, and they're really, really putting their ex down, I mean massively putting them down, and they've got a history of it, it can be a red flag. I do feel this person is going to completely blame whoever is restricting them now. You're always on my mind. Righty-ho. So that's what they... Oh, let me just put those there. I just want to get my tarot deck out. I want to find out what's really going on. Okay, let me just see what their true feelings are for you. Okay, I'm going to say it as I'm hearing it, as I'm seeing it. I feel that they will try and make some contact because they need you. They're lonely, they're trapped, they're restricted. They've got themselves into a mess. Okay, if they're in another relationship, it's not working out. It's all going down the pan. However, they're still in victim mode. I feel what they will come in with is an offer of a new start, a new beginning. I think they're going to offer you the 10 of Cups, but I'm not feeling it's a genuine 10 of Cups today because of all of this. I feel it's la la land 10 of Cups, as I call it. So it's the excess. So it's kind of dangling the carrot. Okay, so I'll come back in, we'll move, whatever they promise you, but you never actually quite get it. It never quite materialises, okay? Because I've got the 6 of Wands. Now, they want to win. They need your support. They want your adoration. They need you for some social reasons, whatever. You know your story, okay? But with the Six of Wands sat here, I just feel that they're hiding something. And I'm going to tell you what that is in a minute. I think it's just a question of, let's dangle the carrot. What you won't see going on is they're still going to be looking at other options, I feel. I think they're extremely preoccupied with their own needs, what they want. They're very confused, okay? But the overall energy I feel is the Hangman. You're never going to quite know where you are with this person. They're always going to leave you twisting at some point. Not to start with. I do believe they will make some offer of some sort, but I feel it's with the Six of Wands, it's because they want you back, they want to be seen back with you, it looks good for them, they want to be back on top, and they feel that you can help them achieve this. But the underlying energy of them is the Seven of Cups. They're all over the place, look. You know, Seven of Cups can mean actually looking at other romantic options, but, you know, totally preoccupied with what they're doing. But the Hangman for me in love means you won't know where you are. And it's a victim energy, and you will just be twisting. You know, you'll never get closure. You'll never get a straight answer, my spirit guides are telling me. Okay, so yeah, the tables have turned. You will be back in charge of this decision. But honestly, that is the energy that I'm feeling. And the Hermit's here. So, you know, Hermit, Hangman, they're going to come in with all these offers, but the root for me is not a lot in the future is actually going to materialise for you. Okay, let me just get you one of these cards. What should you do? It's just, these are my Archangel Michael cards. I love this deck. I use this deck a lot myself. And I just, you know something intuitively, and I know, but sometimes, right, your vibration is rising. You're growing, okay? You're evolving. You're moving on to something different, something that is worthy of your time and energy. Your energy is your currency, okay? Time goes so quickly, and anyone who is with you is lucky to have you, okay? But always remember, we can help people, we can have compassion, but you're not here to save anybody else. And I know it's hard because you can have feelings and you get trauma bonded, and it isn't easy to get out of. I understand that, but your energy is your currency and your time is your currency. Okay, change is coming. There's something else for you, okay, that's going to be far better. Okay, you have got new opportunities coming in, and also someone's protecting you. Your ancestors, your guides. We all have a guardian angel. We all have a spirit council. Trust me. Please trust me on that one. You are protected, and it is only when you look back, honestly, that you can see that diversion and whatever happened was actually the right thing for you. So yeah, tables turned, flipping, the script. They'll crawl back, but there's bigger and better for you. Okay, it's almost over. Your current challenges will soon be resolved, and you will be able to look to the future with a smile. Okay, keep going. Stick yourself on that podium, on that pedestal, and remember, you are whole, perfect, worthy, lovable, adorable, just the most amazing human being, just the way you are. Okay, even if you did nothing, you are still perfect. Okay, I love you very much. Remember again who you are. Okay, this ex knows who you are, and they want to try and siphon it back. Okay, there are energy vampires on this planet. All right, I love you very much. Take care, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye.